Right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Hope all is well. How you doing? Gonna wait for some people to trickle in here. Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Philadelphia. As you can see, there's a lot of sun in the background. I just had to actually put my windowsill down just because it's getting hot. It's getting hot in the city, so looking forward to that warm weather. But comment below if you guys are in the United States, if you're in other countries. Gonna settle in here. Gonna wait a little bit for people to hop in. Hope all is well. And comment not only where you're from, but if you're a business owner or if you're an employee, where you're working at, what do you do? Like to learn a little bit more about where my audience is. And yeah, really, I'm going to be talking today very shortly about how to get 10,000 followers in under a year. I know it's like, oh my gosh, Sean, that's some people think that's not a long time. Some people think it is a long time. 10,000 organic followers in under a year is a pretty aggressive number. I know in the world of social media, people are buying 10,000 followers left and right in a second. But I don't like to do that. I personally bought followers a while back, like maybe 5 years ago, and it killed my engagement. It absolutely killed my engagement. It just wasn't a good fit. So anybody out there who's like, oh, I want to get, 100,000 followers, I want to have that blue check mark just to have it, you're really in for a rude awakening. So I wouldn't recommend it. Do it the old fashioned way, do it right, build the audience up from scratch. Everyone starts at zero, a la Alex Ramosi. And if your stuff's good, you're going to get followers anyway. If it's not good, you're not going to get followers. So I would just say you want to judge your content quality based on the number of followers you have, true followers you have. Because if you're posting a lot of content and you're not, going viral, you're not getting more traction, maybe there's a little bit of improvement that needs to be made in the content. And I'm saying this for myself, not just as much as you guys. Like I had a whole odyssey, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, where like the stuff I was posting out wasn't as valuable, and now I'd like to think it is. So I'm actually pretty excited about it. But guys, what I want to do is I'll show you the secret sauce on kind of how I was able to get 10,000 followers in under a year. So just so you guys see, I'm not bullshitting you. Close to 17,000. A lot of this work I did, I want to say about 2 or 3 years ago. So I'll show you exactly what to do. So if you guys are new to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best platforms for just like a professional business, simply because you're going to connect with people who are actually in the niche that you're in, connect with business owners. Now, the one caveat I will say is you're going to talk to so many people. You're going to have, if you're an entrepreneur, and I know you guys understand this, you're going to talk to so many people. All these people are trying to sell me in the DMs. Like very rarely am I going to actually have like a really legit conversation. So you want to stand out. I don't want to talk about cold outreach on this live stream, but what I will do is show you what I did to get to 10,000 followers in under a year. And it's one of those things that you might think, oh, Sean, this is like super easy. Like, why didn't I think of doing this? It just takes time. It's one of those things like I don't want to make it seem like it's going to take, like days to do. It's going to take, close to a year, but you want to do that because you want to invest in the community and your content and your overall, your followers. You want to make sure that you're putting good content out there. So, if you guys agree with that, leave a like on this video, because I think a lot of people have it mixed up. They want to just run. They want to sprint so fast, and a lot of the times that kills their engagement, that kills their reputation, because they're thinking, oh, this person's just out for money. And like, sure, we're entrepreneurs, it's how we make a living, but at the same point, you want to put value out there, not just selling. Because if people think, oh, this guy's just a salesperson, it's not going to work. It's really not. Like, people aren't going to think you're authentic. People are just going to think you're sleazy, snake oil. Your Grant Cardones of the world, your Andy Elliott's of the world. Like, I know they built up a good following, but I'm just not that big of a fan of those guys. I think they're, I don't say they're scam artists, but I just don't really respect what they do. I think they have like very high pressure sales. I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me in regards like Andy Elliott, Grant Cardone. That's just my 2 cents. I think they're not the best morally sound people. I think we can kind of agree with that if you guys know what I'm talking about and have checked out some of their stuff. So, guys, without further ado, let me show you exactly how I did this. So what you want to do is connect with people every single week. LinkedIn gives you about 200 to 250 connections to connect with. So if you are a, call it real estate agent, right? And you're looking to connect with more people, get more leads, one of the easiest ways to do that is through referrals. So you would want to connect, with agents. You would want to connect with construction people. You would want to connect with all of these different types of people in the real estate agency and space, so you can be known as the realtor who gets stuff done. And be like, oh, this Sean Boyle person, he's like my go-to. He's awesome. You know what I mean? And he provides really good service, over some other guys. So you want to be top of mind. That's the biggest thing, is being top of mind. So you can toggle this by schools they went to, the companies they work with, services they provide, the groups that they're in, the events they've went to, all this stuff. And really what you do, guys, is on my end, what I do is I literally did this by myself. I would spend probably like an hour or two every single week doing this, just like locked in, laser focused, is I would connect with people. I would use all 250 connections. And I would say something along the lines of, like, not just connect with them, but send a note. So in this case, Eric. Hey, Eric. Hope all is well. This is a real person. I know you must get a lot of spam messages. I know a lot of people in Newtown. How's the market out there? Boom. Didn't sell him on anything. Didn't do anything really about sales. I asked him, how's the market in Newtown? Because I genuinely am curious. I'm potentially going to move soon, maybe to Newtown. And that's what I did. I didn't sell them on anything. So I'll quite literally do that for all of these people here, right? If it makes sense. Obviously, I want to make sure they're in my geographical area, they're the demographic that I want, age, how long have they been doing this? Because I don't necessarily want to target people that are just getting into the business. I want to target people that are, pretty seasoned veterans of the business, because they have a huge network and following. And if I get in with them, they can, I'm sure, give their network and resources to me if they like me, right? So that's what I'll do. And guys, what I would do is really every single week copy and follow the same strategy. Because if you do the math, 200 divided by 52 is 10,000, right? So if you're connecting with over 200 people and they accept you, it's going to show up as a follower, right? And that's how you do it. And that's really the secret sauce. If you do 250, or in some cases it might even be 300, but 250, you're going to get 13,000, right? So you're actually going to, if you do the math on that, you'll actually get to 10,000 in under a year. That's kind of the whole purpose of this video. But that's really what it is, guys. It's something that is very simple to do. If you're just starting out in business, do it yourself. Don't have a VA do this. Don't have anyone do this. Literally just go through, because no one's going to be more punctual. No one's going to be more like, oh, this person's in Southampton. They went to Penn State too. Like, they're not going to be as cerebral as you. And you want to build a good, solid connection. You don't want to have a VA doing this cookie cutter bullshit where they're like, oh yeah, sending out a boilerplate template. It's very long. It's just not even going to work. Like, that person's going to be like, oh, this Sean Boyle person's, he's sending me what? Like, I've seen this every single day. This guy's just trying to sell me on something. It's building an actual connection. That's the biggest thing, building a connection and then asking questions. Hey, what's going on in this market? Oh, if I'm a real estate agent, like, do you do a lot of business in this area, the area I want to do business in? Who are the big agents out there? Do you have any tips for me? I'm a new agent, like all this kind of stuff, right? So I'm just trying to put it through the lens of like, I'm actually a real estate agent. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, really, this is how I did it. I think I was in, it was 2 or 3 years ago. So I can't believe we're talking about 2022, 2023 at this point. It seems like it was yesterday. Doesn't it seem like yesterday? 2022. COVID seems like yesterday too, I guess, which was just crazy. But anyway, that's what I did. And it's, listen, the proof is kind of in the pudding. I mean, I have, again, I'm not Gary Vee over here, Tony Robbins. I don't have 1 million followers, but I think I have a decent enough following where people say, hey, like, you're pretty legit in what you do. We're getting traction on our stuff. And that's really it. I mean, I think if you're looking to just solely get followers, this is one of the best strategies on how to do it, right? So yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, comment below. Did you like this strategy? Did you not like this strategy? Is this something you're going to be using? Is this something you're not going to be using? Or are you going to be showing F off? This is something I'm not going to use. This is dumb. Tell me in the comments. I want to know. I want to know if this is something you guys are going to use, because I don't think people actually put a lot of thought into this long-term organic approach. There's a great quote I like to live by. It's, don't think of today's success as how many seeds you harvested. Think of today's success as how many seeds you planted. How many connections did you plant? How many relationships did you build? You're not going to harvest today. You're going to harvest in the future. But make sure you're planting now so you can harvest for the future. So I'll just leave you guys with that quote. I think it's a good quote to live by. So thank you. I appreciate it. I know this was a quick one, but it's about 9:40 here on the East Coast. I hope you have a great day, guys. Happy May. It's May 1st. I hope you have a great month. Comment below if you have any questions. If you have any, questions you want to call us, 215-607-6482 is our cell number. And then you can always email me at sean@needmomentum.com if you want to just send me a quick email if you don't want to necessarily call us. All right, cool, good stuff. Well, thanks, everyone. I really appreciate the time. I hope you have a great day ahead. Get outside. It's beautiful out before the rain sets in over the weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. So appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.